dip in your hip, a glide in your stride. Welcome to the mothership, the home of the travelers of the universe, with shows throughout the week. Everything you want, everything you could need. From the paranormal to the supernatural, from the spiritual to the unknown, from emotions to comedy. You can find us at Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and so much more. This is R.I.F.T Nation Network, the RNN. And now, your featured show. Shall we begin?
Hey!
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
I had to catch myself there.
It almost slipped.
It
You
did.
almost slipped out.
And we just came on.
And you almost slipped the F-bomb. You almost hit the Uranus bomb.
I got off work and I mean, decent day at work. And I walked out, got my phone out, and all heck broke loose. I'm not even kidding.
And you know what? The sad part about it, this is the quiet calm before the storm. All hell breaks loose energy-wise at the end of the week.
Yeah, well, thankfully, I have some decision in what energy hits. I mean,
Yeah.
I was to the point by the time I got home, it's 20-minute drive from work to here. And I was so worked up, I walked in my house and I knocked the power out.
Yeah. That's bad. Yeah.
So I had to go up, sit outside,
Yeah.
ground a little bit, heard the TV kick back on. Like, okay, now I can go back in.
I hate when that happens. You know, that happened to me under a street light once. And I mean, it's like, crap, stop.
Oh, I've blown LED bulbs,
Oh,
light
God.
bulbs. I threw a 4-foot lightning bolt I got it from my couch and went to turn my light on going upstairs.
Yeah.
And I started to reach up for it halfway there and boom, I exploded the light switch, fire. And yeah, it kind of tingled a little bit.
Yeah, they tingle.
On my finger.
When your energy's off or when your chakras are off, it can really, I would do what I would call clues, and I had a stick. My car was a stick, and I always get clues in the car. Well, of course, I blew that, the stick went out, and the repair guy goes, "You need a new stick shift." And he said, "I've never seen it melt from the inside out." And I'm like,
imagine that.
I need to stop having my foot on the clutch when I'm getting clues, because that was the energy source that went right to it burnt it from the inside out.
Yeah.
And that's within that same week, my whole tower at work melted. I'm like, I gotta go see Greg and get the old chakras cleaned out. Sure. And Greg does his magic and gets the chakras in order, and you can really blow stuff up. It's very real.
Not wrong. And
no, it's very real.
We've talked about this before.
Yeah.
When you have something going on in your personal life,
yes,
it can affect physical objects around you. You're under a lot of pressure. Boom. Your 6-month-old hot water heater goes. You have a problem, getting up and getting in gear. You have transmission problems on your vehicle. You take it to the mechanic. There ain't no issues. You get back in it, take it home. There's transmission problems again. You're doing too much. Spirit's saying slow down. So you start having great problems on your car.
You're right about that. And I've learned that when the expert or who's ever fixing whatever you've blown up or broken, when they say, "I don't know what's wrong with this, but I can't explain it," then that when something is blown up or something's melted, that you've done it.
Yeah.
And it's a real pain. It actually is a royal pain. And it's like, okay, calm the hell. It's very real.
Yeah. If you take and
it's awful.
Hire a professional to do a job that there's an issue with, and they cannot find an issue. I'll just say one or two things. Either you need a different professional, or the problem is with you.
Calm your crap down. I know, and it's always electronics. It's always something that's got an electrical current going through it.
Mm-hmm.
It's the current thing. And, sometimes you can put on like a crystal or something, and that'll help. But
yeah, and I didn't have any on me today after work. I didn't take anything to work today.
I know.
And Sharon, usually when something like this happens, I sit outside for a little while and ground before I come in. I know better. And today I was in a hurry. I was in a rush, and I didn't. And I walked in and
I know, it's awful. It's embarrassing. And it's when you get like that, it's hard to control, but you do. And it's like, now I just kind of laugh, and like somebody will say, well, I don't know what's wrong with that. How did that happen? And I'm like, oh, I touched it. Or, you go through like 20 debit cards in a year because you blow out the damn chip.
Hotel key cards.
Oh, forget it.
Yeah.
Forget it.
Yeah. Anytime I leave the room, I got to stop by the office. Hey, I need a new one.
They must be made very cheap, because those things last a day with me.
Yeah, absolutely. If that.
No.
You can ask Christy.
I know. I already know. It's and then somebody will take the damn card and put it up to the door, and it'll work. And I'm like, it's me. I know. It's horrible.
Oh no, with the cards, they tried that. No, I just blow them.
Well,
there ain't no working.
I blow chips out of debit cards. So I just got a new one.
Yeah.
And I walk in the bank, and they're like, here she comes. They shake their heads. And I'm like, I don't know. It's really Linda.
I didn't have time to do what I needed to do. And yeah.
Look at Linda.
It's the card.
Oh, right? God, they last a day around me. Why get back to the old keys? Just get a freaking key.
Interesting fact.
When
I moved from Beatrice, I found an old hotel key on my front porch that had not been there previously.
See, I know it's very frustrating. It's like, calm down. So that movie, remember that movie Firestarter? That's real.
Yeah, not wrong.
No. And if it's got a current going through it, especially when you got astrology stuff going on, and it's out of eclipse season, we're getting ready to go into eclipse season, it's going to crank up even worse.
Yeah. We've got what, 7. Hey, Melody, how you doing? Hang on.
Oh, good.
Right?
That's a great thing.
Hey, how's your thumb doing? Hopefully it's getting better. Yeah, Tesla. Absolutely.
Tesla. We need to look at on a show. I'm gonna bring Tesla's chart.
Yeah, we need to do that. We talked about
Nostradamus. We talked about Nostradamus's chart, and I showed it to you, and I said Nostradamus was so spiritual. He had a direct pipeline up to the top.
Yes.
Nostradamus did. It's unbelievable. I've never seen a chart like that in my life. Never in my life.
Robert, just want to say hi. Please remember 9/11. Absolutely.
Yes, yes.
But I'm going to add to that. And I don't want to make anybody upset, but I want to add this.
What?
You need to also remember what happened on 9/10. And that is when they reported that I think it's either 21 trillion or $2.1 trillion was missing from the Federal Reserve the day before. And then boom. And lo and behold, everybody forgot about that fact. And it's never been brought up again.
That would be an interesting event chart, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Next week, Patricia and I, she's going to come on and we're going to look at the Maui fires. I'll do the event chart on 9/11 as well.
You might do an event chart on the volcano erupting today. Remember how I've been talking about a volcano erupting?
Yeah.
Hawaii.
Yeah.
Hawaii right now.
Yep. And Uranus is retro. So
yeah, we got what, 7? 7? No, 6.
6. They're all slowly coming out of retrograde.
Plus Chiron. Plus the eclipse is coming up.
Right.
So there's a lot going on up there.
There is so freaking much going on. There she is. Astrologer extraordinaire.
Yes. Benghazi. Fukushima. Anybody remember Fukushima? Because I'll bet it's still leaking.
Yeah.
I'm ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to apologize because I am in a mood. You can probably tell from the tone of my voice.
You're in a Scorpio mood.
Yeah, I am. I am in a downright base Scorpio mood right now, because what I'm about to say hasn't just happened once lately. Lord. It's happened a lot lately. And when I got off work, I've got somebody in my inbox, hey, this person is realizing you no longer have communication with them and has an issue with it. Okay, yeah, I've got a text message from this person. This has been an ongoing thing, but they waited months until today during Mercury retrograde to say something and put somebody else in the middle trying to cause some division. No. That's not how you do it.
That's not how you do it to a Scorpio.
You wait for me to have time to sit down and read that message. And if I feel it's necessary, I will reach out to you. If I don't, because of what I found out before, I'm not gonna. It's your issue, not mine.
That's a lesson for a Scorpio.
And if I walk away from you, there are very specific reasons that I can probably prove. Just saying. Because I will dive and I will find things out.
Yeah.
For the evidence.
Dealing with a Scorpio, if a Scorpio is not conversing with you, leave them alone. Right?
Because then the Aries kicks in. You ain't wrong.
Scorpios will come around. You just the thing that you do with a Scorpio is you got to be honest. It's that simple, and you don't drag other people into your crap.
If you're not, we're going to find out, and we will walk. I will be honest.
You're done. When a Scorpio's done, there's done, and then they hold a grudge for like 50 years.
Yeah, and if you bring up the stuff that you've noticed about them, 9 times out of 10, they will blame you.
Yeah.
Tell everybody you're crazy.
Yeah.
Narcissistic gaslighting. How does it go?
Well, Scorpios are very loyal people. So when you enter into a Scorpio's friendship, or you feel like you've earned their trust. And when you earn a Scorpio's trust, you better guard that as a treasure, because they will die for you. They will take a bullet for you. But screw them.
Until you give me a reason not to.
Lie to a Scorpio and see where it gets you.
Notice how I put that. Until you give me a reason not to.
They're very unique with that. And I think that's where Scorpio gets a bad rap. And it's all about loyalty. And all you have to do is go to a Scorpio and say, you know what? You're acting different around me. When you feel like we're ready to talk about it, can you just reach out to me, because I miss your friendship? That's all it takes.
Yeah. And maybe that's what's in the text message. I don't know. I haven't looked at it yet. I had other stuff to take care of tonight. Um, I forgot to schedule this, so I had to rush home, get everything
Right.
ready, and then be ready to jump on and get it scheduled so we can hop on here.
Right.
I was busy. I had stuff I had to do, and sometimes I put me first. Believe it or not, sometimes I put me first.
Oh, so somebody texts you, you never read the text, and then
No.
somebody comes in and says, "Why aren't you talking to this person?"
Yes.
What? Give me 5 minutes to answer a text. Ridiculous.
And I explained to the person that they put in the middle. I explained everything. I'm not upset with the person that they put in the middle, not at all. It's a very good friend of mine. I have no issue with that. But
Right.
the issue that they put this person in, I am upset with,
Right.
because I'm feeling stuff. I'm a feeler.
Yep.
Somebody's trying to cause some
Shit.
that word division.
Absolutely.
Not happening. And I'm just going to say this. I'm going to put somebody on the spot. This person right here knows my temper. Just saying.
Well,
all right, on to the next subject.
The subject is, this is why this is occurring. Remember, Mercury, okay, this is a big week. We're very, very calm this week until we get to the end of the week. And then all hell breaks. Well, no, I don't want to say that.
Right.
But then it gets active.
Yeah.
But leading up to the weekend, which actually is going to be a really great weekend for romance and, stuff like that, we have Mercury is going direct, which is good for us because things will start to move forward. We're not looking in the past. We're not revamping stuff. But Mercury is going to run back over things that we were already shown. So, right. So it's like, you can't make this up, that it fits into perfect line for what happened to you.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's a cycle. It's coming back up. Hey, Keith, are you still stupid? No, I'm not.
Well, and you also had Venus went direct on September the 3rd.
Yes.
Leaves its shadow in October, so it's starting to
and we're starting to come up to the solar eclipse also, which is something we were going to talk about tonight. Solar eclipses can axe relationships in the butt. Done.
Dude,
gone.
Dude, this is, you know what, and I don't know if when we talk about eclipses in April, if everybody remembers, if it's attached to the South Node, it is endings. South Node is endings. It's stopping. It's bye to certain things. This one hits the South Node. It is in Libra.
Imagine that.
Relationships.
Balance.
Peace.
Justice.
Harmony.
Peace.
But it's also losses, because South Node can mean losses.
Yes. And sometimes if you don't understand why somebody walked away from you, all you got to do is look in the mirror in your past behavior.
Ask
them.
them.
Say it, because I had to do it.
Well, it's called accountability, and people don't want to be accountable. And planets like Saturn hold you accountable. So this is a heck of a week. And this week, well,
I don't know what that word means.
Nasty.
Okay.
It's not good. But South Node is your past lives. It's what you are very comfortable with. It's what you've done before. It's where you go. It's your blanket. However, when it's hitting with the eclipse, right? It's losses. It means people can die. It's endings. It's endings of relationships. To where when an eclipse hits on the North Node,
yes,
it's the opposite. So
Yes.
we like the eclipses where it hits the north node. Not only is this eclipse in Libra, the south node is in Libra. It is a triple whammy. I know. Let me get to the eclipse paper. I put that at the end, but we'll hit right to the eclipse because, okay. And you know, the thing, it's called a ring, it's a ring of fire eclipse. And what that means is that the moon is not big enough that it shadows the whole sun. So it's going to have the sun all around the moon. It's going to be beautiful. Does the ring of fire.
Yeah.
That's what that means. And it just basically means that it's little. Now, because it's with the sun in mundane astrology is president. It's a king. It's leaders, endings. So we got, you know, I believe that Queen Elizabeth was involved with an eclipse, but I could be very, very wrong.
I'm not sure.
But I do believe so.
Very
So we look for, on the mundane level, for changing of the guards, for leaders. Relationships. That's what Libra is all about. Libra is all about peace and harmony. I looked up the degree. It's in 21 degrees. Now,
So
remember
towards
we
the
talked
ending.
about Sabian symbols, which every degree, it's like the Yi Ching, it's like the Odu, it's got a parable with it.
Uh-huh.
This quote unquote parable with 21 is about, it's called like being at it's really kind of weird. It's being at a crowded beach. It's almost like you do things to make harmony, but yet certain things you have to look within. So it's what you experienced, or with whoever, what you're talking about,
Yeah.
is another person having to look inside at themselves.
Yes.
It's completely on right in the mood of the north of the upcoming eclipse. That's the energy right there is the eclipse.
Yeah. Let me touch on one thing here real quick. Melody popped up, sometimes loss is peace. And I agreed with her.
Yes.
And I can also agree.
Yes.
With
Absolutely.
Patricia's post, replying to Melody's shoe never has been for her. It has always been devastating. Maybe that's due to her moon Taurus Cancer ascending. Now, she's not wrong either. However, some of my loss was devastating to me. However, it led eventually, once I did the shadow work, once I went through things and worked through them, it led to peace, because then I saw why that loss happened. There was a reason for it. And it actually turned out to be a blessing. And that can happen. Not always, but sometimes.
It all depends. And I agree with you with losses. Losses can mean a lot of things. It can mean the loss of it. You might be starting a new job. You might be changing careers. It could be a relationship. Doesn't all the time have to be a death.
It can be a house.
Yes. It could be a fire.
Yes.
There you go.
It can be a house fire.
It could be a house fire. It could be a lot of things. But you have to take the lesson that comes along with the loss.
Mm-hmm.
Because everything is a lesson in this great big classroom called Earth. And especially with eclipses. Because remember, guys, with an eclipse, you don't get out and do the normal things that you do in a new moon or a full moon. It's the combination of all the new moons put together.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
It's twin turbocharged. Just saying.
This is a Libra charged moon. And when it's Libra, it can be chaotic. It can be peaceful. Peaceful, my bad.
It's like taking a 427 single overhead cam Ford engine and putting a blower on top of there with two 4-wheel carburetors and then putting twin turbochargers on that sucker,
That's right.
and putting it in a Pinto.
That's right. It's true.
I'm the Pinto,
You're the
and the
Pinto.
plant is 427 single head cam turbocharged engine.
You know, this eclipse, then my notes say it's about building negotiation skills. It's about peace, diplomacy,
Yeah.
but it's also about Libra's indecisive. So you could be, well, this, I'm going to use relationship. This relationship sucks and I'm not happy, but do I stay or do I go?
Mhm.
What do I do? Because Libra is very indecisive. And so,
Speaking of which, keep
yeah,
that thought. But this goes in with what I talked about at first. I had a Libra that ghosted me. It was devastating. However, eventually I figured out why. And I understood. And when I
okay,
understood, that made it okay. I could forgive this person. Once I understood where that person was and why,
right.
I had to overthink it, but I figured it out. It was fear, and that's okay. They went back to the usual, the normal, and that's okay. You know,
Yes.
I still pray for this person that they end up where they need to be. It's just not here right now, and that's okay. That's okay. But it taught me. It helped me. It helped me learn.
A lesson. Everything is a lesson.
Yes.
It's not, and Saturn is very active in this particular eclipse, which is, that's karma. And Saturn keeps us on our toes. It'll keep the scattering of a Libra, the indecisiveness. Saturn is going to say, no, we're going to look at this and we're going to map it out accordingly. You're not going to be, oh, look, a butterfly Libra. You're not going to be, oh, it's glitter. No, you're going to sit down and you're going to map out strategy.
Put the unicorn back in the stall. At the gate. Go inside and sit down with your shadow.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And and then we got Mars in there that's really pushing the Saturn to say, okay, I'm going to give you courage to do it. Now, Mars is in Libra. Mars in Libra can be sneaky. It can be underhanded. So be careful at what you're being shown at this eclipse, because Mars in Libra, it doesn't like being in Libra, and it can be kind of shitty and sneaky.
You ready for it? 3 different tarot reads this week, all called for someone to come back into my life that had been underhanded and sneaky in the past.
Hello, eclipse.
You can't make that up.
You cannot make this shit up.
And I also had 2 different tarot readings at the same time a while back from some very prominent readers, very accurate. And they said that I would be the bringer of karma to some. I would initiate their karma lesson. Maybe it's just by me doing what I need to do, but it might jumpstart their journey. And hopefully that's a good thing for them.
Well, I hope so. I mean, the thing about a Scorpio is, if you want to know something and be forward with it, ask a Scorpio something, because they're not going to bullshit you and it's going to be straightforward. Yeah. You don't sugarcoat anything. They don't sugarcoat anything. If anything, they,
I will try, but if I do, I almost feel like I'm lying.
Right. And that's you are like classic energy of this eclipse is what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And you're going to be shown, and it's going to be careful. Always watch when Mars is in Libra. Because you don't know motives. It's true. I love unicorns.
Renee, she tells her students, I teach lessons to you to learn. You will make mistakes, but You are taught a lesson.
See?
Absolutely.
What a teacher. Why aren't there more teachers like Renee?
Oh, Renee is awesome.
I mean, why isn't she out there teaching the teachers? What a great thing. I'd love for her to be teaching my grandkids. What a great teacher.
Yeah, she's a good person. Everybody on here, good people, just saying.
Yep. And it's not it's not one of those eclipses where we got a lot of chaos and rip roar and topsy turvy. It's not going to be like that. That all comes like a couple weeks ahead. We're already down. We're already face planted.
Yeah.
By the time the eclipse gets here, October 14th,
Yeah.
we're already face planted.
Yeah. And sometimes I have to admit this now. Sometimes I need a face plant to wake me up.
Yeah.
There can be something right in front of my face and I can't see it because it's a red flag. Because red flags were my normal my whole life. Therefore, I don't see it as a red flag until Pluto picks me up by the neck and says, look, boom. Do you see it now? Do you see it now? Would you look at that? Just look at it. Would you look at that?
Yeah. Pluto says, I don't give a shit. I don't care. You're going down. You're down for the count. And what's funny is all the women, all the asteroids, we've talked about asteroids. With Pallas Athena, Vesta, Ceres, all three of our girls. We have Ceres is the nurturing. Pallas is, she goes into Libra, which is the law. Pallas is law. She is the justice. Pallas Athena is wisdom, justice, what's right. Vesta is the hearth and the home. All three of them this week are moving into different signs.
So stuff's changing out there.
The girls are going to be on fire. The girls are wicked coming out of the gate. Yeah, we got Pallas moving into, when Pallas Athena is in Virgo, she's getting the details down. Virgo's detail oriented. She's making a plan. She's getting all of her ducks in a row. When Pallas hits Libra, it's executed. It's law. It's here comes legal issues where it's seeing. It's all about seeing, because a lot of the planets are on the world point, which is world affairs. What gets our attention. It's the earthquake in Morocco. It's Cavalcante who escaped. It's it's things that are out there.
Yes, and you and I
world point.
Have been calling that there is going to be earthquakes and volcanoes happening for what, 6 months?
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
Yeah, Uranus. That's because of the new moon. Uranus is the new moon that's coming up 13th. Wait, it says the 11th. The new moon is it's this week. It's in Virgo. It is hitting Uranus. It's going to be unexpected. Virgo's getting it. Bend over, Virgo. It's coming.
Virgo's hitting Doug.
Virgo is getting it. September 14th, she's trining Uranus. That's the new moon. Remember, new moons are new beginnings. It's when we make a plan. It's when we plant the seeds for projects or whatever to get ready for stuff. She trines Uranus. So look for unexpected. Expect the unexpected with Uranus. I know, Linda. I don't want any more topsy-turvy. I just want peace and calm. 2025 is when we get out of all of this.
We just got to be patient. We got to let things flow, not fight things, learn from things, and it makes it a lot easier. If you fight everything that happens, you're in a world of chaos. And I know it takes a lot of patience and practicing the pause, taking a step back. Okay, this is happening. Why? You got to ask yourself why. You got to look into it. You got to read it. You got to feel it. is there something that could come out of this on the positive side? Is that why this is happening to me right now? Not what, not what, not why is this happening to me? What is this teaching me? And that is a difficult transition to make from your old thinking pattern to your new thinking pattern. It takes time, energy, and effort.
Yes. Linda asked about Lilith.
Lilith is an interesting individual.
Black Moon Lilith. Yeah. Black Moon Lilith is not, well, there is an asteroid, Black Moon Lilith. But when I reference Black Moon Lilith, it's the point that the moon is farthest away from us. That's black. She's a spot in the sky, like the lunar nodes. And Lily is allegedly the one that told Adam. Adam's like, "You're going to do this," and she's like, "No, I'm not. I'm bailing." And she would not give in to Adam.
No.
And along came Eve.
And if Lilith is hitting, you know, when she's doing stuff up there, if she's hitting with you,
Yeah.
you work with her, not against her. Hello, man. What can I do for you? Would you like an offering?
Yeah.
It helps.
She's very dark energy. She's dark energy. She's a warrior.
But she has a purpose. She has a purpose.
She has a mission. Black Moon Lilith in your chart shows you very deep, deep things. And it's usually related to relationships and sexuality, and that's Lilith. 2025, because we're getting out of the Pluto return.
Did you say sexuality?
Yeah. Oh God, not a Scorpio way, you pervert. It's Lilith. Black Moon Lilith can turn. She can be a very dark energy.
Yes. Yeah, not wrong.
She's a primal energy.
I learned a lesson. Just saying.
Your lesson was completely eclipse related. And you look at always when somebody says it's an eclipse or a new moon, look at the sign that it's in and take that sign's characteristics.
Yeah, the sign, the house.
Yeah. Like the new moon is the 14th. And there's a grand trine in Earth associated with it. So it's getting things done. It's chatty, it's getting things done, it's getting things in order.
Yeah.
It's in Virgo, which is details, and it's not a bad moon.
That's actually what I did all weekend. I got things done.
Good.
I got something done that I have been putting off for 15 years. I had a pile of iron beams to put up on the walls in my basement to support them so they don't, push in.
Yeah.
I took them out of my house in Beatrice, brought them down here. I was going to put them up for, insurance. They've been sitting outside for 15 years, leaning up against my garage. Walk by them every day. I need to get that done. I bought a torch last year and acetylene and oxygen in order to get them cut to the right length.
Yeah.
Because my basement's shorter. Walk by that all the time. I really need to get that done. Saturday. I walked by it. I looked over the torch, put down what I was doing. The shellac and the stain I just put on needs time to dry. I'm doing this. And by God, I did it. They are in the basement. I haven't got them put up yet. I got to get supplies. But I got them cut. I got them carried into the basement. They ain't light, let me tell you what. But they're in my basement. I got it done after 15 years.
So now you just have to put them up.
Yeah.
Do it this week if you can with that grand trine in Earth.
Got to wait till I get paid because I have to get concrete anchors, lag bolts.
Okay.
Ain't cheap right now. And I may have spent a little too much on stain and protectant, nails, stuff
Okay.
like that to do my door and my door jamb and my bookcase.
While we're talking about it, give us the details on the picture that we have to vote for you on.
Oh, yes,
Listen
yes.
to this because we got to do this for him.
Okay. As you'll know, maybe you don't know, I had a house fire. I lost everything. This is a block home, 2 stories, basement, attic. I had a house fire. I had to get it down to the block walls. You walk in my front door, there's the basement floor. You look up, there's my roof, nothing but block walls. Looked like a castle. It's kind of cool.
It was cool.
But I got scammed out of a very large portion of my insurance money. Somebody was monitoring my internet and intercepted a transaction when I was doing some online trading. And so now I don't have the funds to finish buying materials. I have everything to get the plaster lath up. Yes, I'm going back with plaster and lath, but I do not have enough to purchase the plaster and woodwork, finishing, stuff like that.
Okay.
It's okay. I'm patient. I'll get there. I will get it done. I will get this done.
Okay.
However, Faces of Horror, it is a contest to where if you win, you get to go out and get a photo shoot with Kane Hodder. I believe he was the original Jason. And if I'm wrong, I apologize. I can't keep all the horror movies straight.
Okay.
I met the man at Scarefest a couple of times. He's an awesome individual. But also with that, you win $13,000. And that would do wonders for me to finish my home.
So it's a contest.
Yes. I got into the absolute finals last year. I was this close. So I'm trying it again. And I'm sharing the link out every day. I'm asking other people to share it. I'm sharing it on my profile, Cobra Paranormal, the Otters Den, wherever I can. And you can go in and free vote every day. Every 24 hours, you can go in and free vote. If anybody's got a little extra, you can actually buy extra votes, $1 a vote. And it goes towards a help me with the word.
I don't know.
Hang on. It's stuck. Where you donate to a fund, like cancer research or something.
Okay, a charity.
Thank you. I couldn't get it out. It wouldn't come out. Charity.
So
I can't remember which one off the top of my head, but it's a good one.
Where is the link? The link
might be able to.
So will you post it on your Facebook page tonight? Or
yeah.
this
Oh,
week,
absolutely.
so that we can just click on it and vote.
Yes.
Right. And you get to vote daily.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Renee just provided it.
Awesome. Thank you, Renee. I was looking.
So when does this next round of the contest?
The first round ends, I believe, Friday. There are several rounds because there's thousands of people enter this.
Okay.
So I think in the first round, you got to be like in the top 100, and then they keep whittling down. You got to be in the first 75. You got to be in the first 50. You got to be in the first 10. Last one, you got to be number 1. And I made it to that one last year. And I mean,
gosh, that would be great.
Just saying, is this not a face of horror?
So we can vote for it every day until Friday.
Yes. Well, and then after, because this is just the first round, this is going to go on for several months.
Oh, okay. So Linda says it's when she clicks the link, it's not found.
Thank you.
Okay. So Keith can put it on his Facebook. When Linda clicked it, it couldn't be found. So you need to put the link up.
I'll share it again.
Share it again on your Facebook page, and everybody vote every day. So we just vote every day. Like you get up with coffee, and read my horoscope, and vote for Keith.
It would be so. It takes like 3 minutes to do. You click on the link. You can verify with Facebook
Okay.
and hit that. It takes you right, and here's your votes have been received. It literally takes 1 to 2
Does it
minutes.
take to your picture?
Pardon?
Does it take it right to your picture to vote for you, or do we got to type in your name? Or
No, you click on my link and it takes you to my voting page.
well, that's easy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's on my Facebook page. If you scroll down, I've shared it, and I'm trying to share it to the Otters Den every day, and my other pages, Cobra Paranormal Group and page, Otters Den, Cultivating Tacos. I'm trying to share it wherever I can.
Perfect. So we'll do that. We'll start voting.
Yeah.
So everybody will start voting.
I would appreciate it.
So actually, right after the show, put it on your Facebook page.
I will do that.
If you're not friends with Keith, send him a friend request.
Yes, please.
We'll vote. We'll keep voting. Every morning we'll vote. And then I'll put it on my astrology post too. And we'll vote for that.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, you got to win. We'll put it out there.
And if you could share it out, that would be
sure.
So appreciated, because the more people that see it, the more people are going to hit that button, and
I'll share it.
I can get this done. I mean, I'm going to see Kane Hodder at Scarefest this year. I am going. I got it done. I am going.
That's in Kentucky, right?
Yeah. Sorry, a little emotion almost came out there. We can't have that.
That's an hour from me.
Yeah.
It's an hour.
I will be there.
Well, that'll be great.
So I'll get to see the man, but I want to do the photo shoot and win the 13 grand.
Well, yeah, you can. I'll send you his picture. We don't care about. I mean, we do care about the picture. That's great, but we want the money.
If you go to the Cobra Paranormal page and go to photos, I think there's a folder that says Scarefest with a year. I've got my picture taken with him with his arm around my neck like that. It's pretty cool.
So he was Jason.
I believe so.
Okay. Well, how do we know? Because he had a mask on. He could say, well, it was Jason, and he could be faking it. He could probably, we don't even know what the real Jason looks like. So he could be like off the street and say, oh, I'm Jason here. Do you want my autograph? Could be, well, I guess he's tall.
Yes, Jason Voorhees. I just Googled it, so I was correct.
Well, we'll do that. Okay. What else is going on this? Oh, big deals this week for the weekend. Oh, Friday is we've just got a lot of reveals this week. Jupiter is in there, legal on the ascendant right now.
Watch the government.
Pallas Athena. Yes, watch it.
Thank you.
Jupiter is very active, which can make things bigger. Venus is squaring Jupiter. Stop it. Stop it. On the 15th, Mercury goes stations forward.
Be ready for that day.
It is a big day. Friday is a big day. Mercury goes direct. The sun trines Uranus. That's the big news reveal. It's on the world point. That's your leader. Again, it's pointing to leadership issues.
Yeah.
It's very quick moving energy. It's very quick. It's
boom,
like,
here it is in your face.
Boom. It's gigantic energy when it's on the world point. Like I said, Uranus, you can look for earthquakes, look for volcanoes. That's this week. Venus is still squaring Jupiter. But that can also mean overindulgence. Watch overeating, kind of overspending.
Goes right here.
Watch over drinking. But the weekend, it's just dramatic. It's huge with these world points. It's going to be world news. It's not going to be more on a personal level when it's world points.
But that can hit people on a personal level. If they are so into politics that something happens that they don't agree with, it can hit them very personally.
Oh yeah, that's a good possibility.
Yeah. So keep an eye out and just let things flow. You know, you
Yeah.
and I have been calling for a lot of stuff to come out here for quite a while,
Well,
and it has been starting to come out,
when
and then
you
getting shoved under the rug again.
well, it's not. You know what? With Pallas Athena moving into Libra, Libra is huge with legal issues, contracts, legal issues, relationships, partnerships. Then you've got it's Libra all over the place. You know,
Yeah.
we've got the solar eclipse is in Libra, south node is in Libra. It's a lot of legal issues. And then you've got Jupiter sitting on the ascendant. Jupiter wants the truth. Jupiter is all about truth.
And it's going to come out whether you want it to or not.
Irregardless if it's good, bad, or ugly, the truth is coming out.
Yes.
And anything that this is the very start of a really big eclipse season coming up. And that October 14th one is going to be a lot of information overload.
Yes.
You know, especially with Mercury starting to go straight. It's a lot of information week.
Yes.
Legal week. It's going to start like Thursday and Friday and then roll into the next week.
Yeah.
And then we really roll up into the new, just remember the new moon that's coming. Yeah, that's your intention.
New beginnings.
Yes.
But sometimes in order to get your new beginnings, you have to give up past things that are no longer serving your higher purpose. This can be jobs, friends, people, vehicles, houses, pets, doesn't matter. In order to receive something new, you generally have to make room for that by releasing something. And when you release something, you feel a void. You feel that void.
Yes.
And when you cut a cord with a person, they feel that void. They are feeling that void very hard and very heavy. And they will make every attempt to reattach that cord to you. So be ready to cut cords every 20 minutes. I ain't kidding.
You know, and remember why you either left that person in the first place or the relationship didn't work out. Remember why they're gone. Remember why they're called an ex. Remember why you're not communicating with that person.
Yes. And just I'm just going to throw this out here. And I really don't care if I butt hurt anybody. Trying to start shit on somebody's show, not allowed. Not on mine.
Here.
Not on mine. I'm watching the comments. Oh. No.
Yeah, no. Yeah, don't do that.
Either or. Don't matter.
No.
We're not starting stuff. That is unprofessional.
Very.
Not happening.
Very, very.
He's got a question. Is it safe for her mom to go car shopping yet? Wait till after Mercury retrograde goes direct. Wait at least 2 weeks because we got the shadow period after Mercury goes direct. We have the shadow period. And Mercury does affect mechanical things as well as electronics. So I would wait until after that period.
But it's going direct on 9/13. So she could certainly start to look.
Yeah, just don't make any definite
decisions. I did not do any major purchase till Mercury starts forward motion.
Right, because you got to sign contracts in order to purchase a vehicle.
Right.
Generally. And that fine print. That fine print.
Yes.
And watch out for them trying to sell you a vehicle warranty. You have to go through everything with a fine tooth comb.
Yeah, because it doesn't mean diddly squat. Coming from the expert with 2 vehicles in the shop right now, both of the same brand.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Absolutely. Read the fine print. I wouldn't sign a contract with Mercury not moving forward.
No.
Mm-mm. No.
Been there, done that.
But in between Mercury retro and eclipse season, it would be fine. I think it would be fine.
Yeah. New relationships also during Mercury. Wait, be patient. Wait till after the shadow period.
Yeah.
And no exes. No exes. Could be ex-girlfriend, ex-wife, could be an ex-friend.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Ex-coworker, ex-cycle that gets brought up again. No exes. When I say no exes, I don't mean just no ex-girlfriends, ex-wives, ex-boyfriends, ex-husbands. I mean no exes. That cycle comes up again. No, thank you. Not right now. Not dealing with you right now. I'm waiting till after the shadow period. Then we'll see about it.
Because Venus is going forward. It's just a good time just to ride the waves and just be careful, be alert. It's all about relationships. With Libra, it's about peace. It's about legal issues. World point, it's going to be, wow, that just happened.
Yeah.
And Uranus is in there, and that's when you expect the unexpected. Shocking news. Uranus likes to shock.
Yeah.
It likes to sucker punch. It likes to be least when you expect it.
Yes. And speaking of being shocked, Patricia brings up a good point. Never bring home strays. And then she makes another good point. You can wake up next to a nightmare the morning after. Not wrong. You wake up with coyote syndrome. You know what that is?
What?
You'd rather chew your left arm off than wake it up.
That's coyote syndrome? Are you kidding? I learned a new word.
Well, the reasoning behind that is if a coyote gets caught in a trap,
oh my God,
it will literally chew its foot off in order to get away.
So coyote syndrome is you want to chew your arm off.
And like, say, you wake up and you're cuddling with somebody and they're laying on your left arm. It's like, oh my God, how many beers did I drink last night? I got to get out of here. Okay, I'm good. I'm out.
So you chew your arm off. That's hilarious.
Not that I've been there.
Yeah, you probably just read it. First thing I thought of was your two cars. My two cars, the two cars that are in the shop still.
Yeah. And Mel, I have been to that bar. I have been. It is quite the experience.
Coyote
ugly. Do not order water, just saying.
Well, that is the week it starts off kind of good and smooth, and then it's just very swift moving towards the weekend. But new moon, Mercury direct, Venus is full force again, and
right, Tammy.
What else? Watch the world stage. Shocking news. And then we head into eclipse season. Oh, ducky.
Hey, we got this.
We got it. We've been riding this surfboard since before.
Hey, Terrence, how you doing? We have been learning lessons our entire life.
Yep.
And I don't care what happens to you tomorrow, how bad you think it is.
That's right.
You have beaten everything. You got through it. You learned why you did it, even if you don't recognize the fact that you learned from it. You found something good in that situation, even though you may not realize you did. And guess what? You're sitting here watching our show.
That's right.
Because you are strong.
That's right. And we're all in this big classroom together. We're all riding all these waves together. So that's what makes it. That's why I like doing the show here and we started that during lockdown because it was like, God, people are freaking out. They were scared. And the astrology really helped pull a lot of us through it because it really
It did.
gave a lot of insight on what was going on, didn't it?
Yes, it did. You know what? You're right. It is when people started doing this.
Yeah.
It is. It's
Because
also
of
when,
Rockwell.
yeah, it's when me and Christy started doing Drunken Oracle.
Yeah.
You know, for the same reason, to help people deal with everything. You know, they're cooped up in their home 24/7 and at each other's throats because they're not used to dealing with each other all the time. And so we created that show just to help everybody forget about life for a little bit and just laugh.
Yeah, and get through the Pluto return, which we're 3/4 of the way through it, and we're fine.
Hair just stood up. We got this. We just have to realize we
got it. We got it. You know, Pluto after the beginning of the year starts direct again. It, you know, and then it hits its last hit back into Capricorn, which is the government, on election day 2024.
November 8th.
Unbelievable. You simply cannot make this up.
You cannot make that shit up.
No, you can't. And we wonder why Pluto was taken out.
Because they didn't want you understanding how it works. They didn't want you looking into it as a planet.
That's right.
What it does.
That's right. And nobody listened. Nobody listened. No astrologers still acknowledge Pluto like it's still a planet. Nobody gave it a second thought.
Yeah.
So that didn't work.
No, they tried.
They're probably out there going, damn, those astrologers are really bullheaded. They don't, they're not listening to us. We're like, no, we like Pluto. Pluto isn't going anywhere.
This. Not wrong. Okay, Mercury retrograde. Mercury brings up past cycles, X's, what have you, in order to say, hey, this is something that happened when you were 6, and I think you forgot about it, and it caused some trauma issues that you still carry. So you might want to look at that.
Yeah.
If you don't, you get a slap on the back of the head. Hey, Mercury brings it up again a little stronger. You really need to look at this. I'm going to let it affect you a little bit more. Third time, hey, look, Pluto. Hey, listen. Pluto is Mercury's big brother, just saying. And Pluto will go, boom.
Pluto.
And you back to Mercury for the next lesson. That is how that works.
And Saturn comes in and says, you should have listened to me. Why didn't you? Saturn says, why didn't you listen to me?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's so true. It's true.
It's how it works. You know, I used to dread Mercury retrograde. It's the only one I paid attention to because it kept kicking my tail because I kept fighting everything.
Right.
I fought it.
Yep.
I looked into it the wrong way until I had help and understanding from Steve from the mechanics how it actually worked. And then I'm like, oh, I get it now. Actually look at the lessons in a positive manner and allowing Mercury to help me.
Yeah. The universe is not there to be nasty and mean.
No.
We pick our lessons. We've picked this life. We've picked the cycles. We've picked every damn bit of it for whatever reason. Sometimes we don't understand it.
We did.
Sometimes we don't know it.
Mel, careful what words you're saying.
We picked it. And so
we chose, even though it may not seem like it, we chose the most wondrous time to come back, incarnate here in order to raise the collective.
Yep.
We really did. That is why we came back, in order to raise the vibration of the collective, which raises the vibration of Earth, which raises the vibration of our universe, which raises the vibration of the galaxy.
That's right. One person raising their vibrational level by just smiling at somebody at the store is a rippling effect.
By picking up a gum wrapper
Mm-hmm.
that's a foot away from the trash can and dropping it in.
Right.
Every little thing helps.
That's right. And it is lessons. You have to look at everything. Every face plant is a lesson. And when you sit back and say, why did it happen? 9 times out of 10, it was because of a decision that you made that was probably not the right decision.
Yes, absolutely. There is somebody watching this show tonight. We had some issues. Guess what? I finally figured out I was the cause of some of those issues.
Well, damn.
And I was allowed to have a conversation with the person and say, hey, look, I screwed up. I realized I did things that I shouldn't have, and I apologize. And this person did the same thing. And there was a peace. It was really neat. Really neat.
Isn't that wonderful? That's so wonderful?
Yes. So
But
I'm thankful for that.
You have to look at yourself. You have to look at the reasons. You have
Yeah.
to look at why things are happening.
We
Why
both
is this
learned.
keep coming up? Why did this happen?
Yeah. We both learned to get to the next point in our life.
That's wonderful. It's all a big lesson. It's all a big classroom. That's all it is.
That's what this is. And this planet,
Yep.
Most people say this planet is the toughest school out there. If you come back here, you are one strong bitch.
Especially this time. Remember, we were on that show. We had that lady that said that souls were fighting to get back here during this time.
Yeah, not wrong. Not wrong.
So,
I mean, there's a waiting list.
Yeah. So when you wake up tomorrow, just give the universe thanks for allowing you that honor.
Yes. I thank Spirit every day. Thank you for another day.
Yep. Especially now. Now is the time.
Because it's another day that I can learn, better myself, and it's another day that I might be able to help somebody else.
Welcome to the Great Awakening.
Not wrong. That is 100% correct.
I know.
And the lockdown actually backfired on them because do you know how many people that caused to awaken?
It did me. I had no idea some of the stuff was going on that did. And I do astrology.
Yeah.
I read cards. I do divination. And no idea. No idea. So, well, dearest, it's 9:10.
It is. It is. So it is about time for us to hop off of here. Thank you again, Joni.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Give yourself a shameless plug here for your show.
Mysteries Beyond the Scenes every Monday at 7 p.m. on the R.I.F.T Nation Network.
Yes. And then I'm going to have you help me because my memory is screwed right now because of where it's at. Can you run through the list of shows on the RNN network that are coming up? I know we have, the Otters Den naturally. We have the Paranormal Outlaws first Saturday of every month.
Yes.
Raven's Flock. I think that's on Tuesday.
Tuesday night at 8. Susan with Raven's Flock, and she does readings.
Yes.
Spirituality. Tomorrow night.
Sunday.
Tomorrow night she is going to go over how to clear your chakras, and when they're stopped up, not stopped up, but
blockages.
Blockages with chakras and how to open up your vessel. And so that is going to be a great show tomorrow at 8. And then on Mystic Mayhem is the first Tuesday of the month with the 2 girls. That's after Raven's Flock at 9.
Yes.
And the Orion Effect with Howie Odell and Miss Rhonda every Sunday at 7.
Yes.
Love Shack every Saturday at 11.
Yes.
Romance and love.
Yes, absolutely.
And
we have so many subjects covered, you
Yes.
know, and we're getting getting ready to bring some new stuff on. So I mean, it's the network is growing and we love it.
And we have our new show during the day.
Yes.
From Adriana, not Adriana, it's Adriana. And she has her poetry, the cat lady, and she has the day show.
Yes.
So we have a lot of new shows up. Lots of new stuff over at the R.I.F.T Nation Network.
Thank you, everybody. And again, thank you for joining us tonight and laughing and giggling with us and explaining why you're getting your butt handed to you.
And don't forget to vote for Keith.
Please. On that note, I am going to hit the video and we will talk to you later, girl.
Have a great week, everybody.
All right. Night.
Thank you. Night.